Good morning from Portugal. Today we're travelling to Porto. Porto is a beautiful city that intersects the River Douro, but we are spending a week in Porto and I wanted to show you around. Porto is a quintessential Portuguese city. It is much smaller than Lisbon, mostly self-contained. You can kind of walk around everywhere. It has all the things you probably already love about Portugal. The rolling hills, amazing food and drink. But are you even in Portugal if your first stop isn't for a cafezinha at your local cafe? Porto is well renowned for its famous tiles. These can be found on many of the igrejas across the city. So what are you going to do on a rainy day in the city of Porto? You're going to try and find the best bruschetta. Our first stop is Fábrica de Nata, which is in the centre of town. This is a 9 out of 10 stop, and we may have ruined the entire day by going in first. So we're in Café de Lisboa, I think, in Porto. Alright, so this one is really good. It's got like a really nice flavour and it's the right type of pastry. Some of them they make them with like filo pastry or like short crust pastry and it's not quite right, which has a nice lemony flavour. But it just has slightly less edge than the other place because the place was really, really hot. It's still really good. And I don't have crumbs on my face with this day. And we're gonna try some gingia, which is the traditional, I think it's from Lisbon, traditional wine. Okay, so let's try gingia. Santé. Well, that's really nice and sweet. So this is the Ponte Luís I, which is probably the most famous bridge in Porto. So we messed up a little with this bridge as we thought you could only cross at the top, but it turns out you can cross at the bottom as well. So we went down a giant hill for no apparent reason. Across the other side of the river is the area where all the port houses are. So as you can see from these flags, these are all of the port houses that reside along this side of the river. So this one is the Grand Reserve, that one's the Tawny, and this one is the Rosé. Bye from Porto!